You step into your bathroom just like every other morning. The mirror is fogged, the air feels damp, and your hand reaches for the bath towel hanging where it always does, next to the toilet or behind the door. It's routine. It's harmless. Or is it? Most people don't think twice about where they hang their towel. It's just fabric, just water, just part of the day. But what if I told you that simple placement could be silently working against you? What if behind that casual convenience, you've created the perfect storm of stagnant energy, illness, and yes, spiritual disturbance? Bathrooms, by nature, are where energy exits the home. They're places of cleansing, but also of release. And when you take something constantly damp, absorbent, and heavy like a towel, and you leave it in the wrong place, you don't just block energy, you trap it. You invite it to settle. You welcome the unwanted. A bath towel left hanging near a toilet, a foggy mirror, or in a dark, poorly ventilated corner becomes more than a hygiene issue. It becomes a magnet. For mold, for fatigue, for conflict. And in some homes, for the kind of presence that makes your skin crawl without knowing why. You don't have to believe in spirits to feel that something's off. The tension in the air, the strange restlessness. The way minor arguments flare up from nowhere. It starts small, a musty smell, a headache that won't go away, but it builds. And the scary part? You keep wrapping yourself in it every single day. So before you scroll past or shrug it off, ask yourself this. Where is your bath towel right now? And what exactly has it been soaking up in the shadows? Part 1, the hidden towel trap. Let's talk about the towel hanging in your bathroom. Not the one fresh out of the laundry, but the one that's been there for days, maybe longer. The one you hang after every shower, damp, slightly sour-smelling, slouched over a hook behind the door or draped across the shower rod. It's familiar, right? Ordinary. But what if that everyday object has quietly become one of the most harmful things in your home? Not because of bacteria, not because of hygiene, but because of energy. Before you roll your eyes, think about this. How many times have you stepped into your bathroom and felt a weird heaviness, a lack of clarity, a sense of fatigue that somehow doesn't leave even after a long shower? That towel, the one you barely notice anymore, could be the reason. Because when you hang a damp, used towel in the wrong place, you're not just letting it dry, you're letting it soak. In stagnant energy, in trapped moisture, in emotional residue from the body you wiped off yesterday. It holds more than water. It holds weight. Bathrooms in Western homes are often closed spaces with limited airflow. They're where we release, rinse, and flush away waste, stress, energy. It's a space of transition. But when you introduce something like a damp towel and let it linger near that energy exit point, say, next to the toilet or across from the mirror, you're interfering with the natural outflow. You're stopping the flush of energy. What should be a clean cycle becomes a loop of stuck, heavy, recycled emotional clutter. It doesn't just stay in the towel. It stays in the room, in the air, in you. Still think this sounds abstract? Think about the tension in your house lately. The fatigue you can't shake. The way small things escalate into arguments. The inexplicable drop in motivation or the strange sense that something's just off. These are signs of energetic stagnation, and your bathroom can be ground zero. Especially when that towel sits there like a sponge, not just for water, but for stress, anxiety, anger, and exhaustion. Every time you wrap it around yourself, you take it all back in. You reabsorb yesterday's energy and the day before that and so on. You're not drying off. You're layering on what should have been released. Let's take it a step further. Ever had guests over and days later felt like your home's mood shifted? Like their energy lingered somehow? Towels can hold that too. Because they're one of the few things everyone touches, bare-skinned, vulnerable, exposed. And if it's hung near a toilet where bacteria and invisible particles circulate with every flush, or beside a mirror that reflects and amplifies everything it faces, then the impact multiplies. That towel becomes a magnet for grime, for bad vibes, for energetic chaos. Now, this isn't about becoming paranoid or over-sanitizing your life. It's about becoming intentional. You might sage your living room. You might keep your kitchen organized, but the bathroom, the towel rack, it gets ignored. Yet it's where energy sits the heaviest. You don't need a degree in Feng Shui to feel that something's off when you walk into a steamy bathroom and the towel is damp, discolored, slumped like it gave up. It reflects the state of that space and the emotional state it's absorbing from you silently day after day. It's time to break the cycle. Start with the placement. Never hang a towel behind the door where air doesn't move. Avoid placing it beside or over the toilet where bacteria and energy release mix. Keep it away from mirrors. They reflect everything, including energetic clutter. Instead, use a well-ventilated spot. Let it breathe. Let the energy escape. Choose lighter towel colors, white, beige, light blue, colors that lift, not drain. Wash them frequently. Dry them in sunlight when possible. Small changes, but significant impact. And here's the thing no one tells you. Your towel habits might be shaping more than just your comfort. They might be shaping your mood, your home's energy, and the subtle harmony of your daily life. So next time you step out of the shower, pause before you hang that towel. Don't just toss it on the nearest hook. Ask yourself, is this where peace lingers or where chaos collects? Because that choice, where your towel goes, might be deciding more than you ever imagined. Part 2. Is your bathroom leaking energy? Have you ever walked out of a long, hot shower expecting to feel refreshed, only to realize you're still tired, still drained, like something in that bathroom pulled more energy out of you than the stress you walked in with? That's not just poor ventilation. That could be energy leakage. Most people don't realize this, but your bathroom isn't just a room with plumbing. It's a space of constant energetic exchange. It's where things leave your body. Water, waste, tension. It's designed to flush things away. But when your bathroom is poorly arranged, cluttered, or left in energetic disrepair, that flow stops. And instead of releasing energy, the space begins to trap it, or worse, drain it from you. Bathrooms are exit points in a home. In modern Western design, they're often tucked away, sealed off, quiet, private. And yet that quietness can work against you. Without windows, without airflow, and with constant moisture, bathrooms become stagnant fast. Add to that heavy fabrics like damp towels, dirty laundry, clogged drains, or layers of unused toiletries, and what you have is a perfect storm of blocked circulation. When energy can't flow, it builds, and not in a good way. It turns sour, stale, heavy, the kind of energy that lingers after you leave and somehow follows you into your day. You know that feeling. It's the mid-morning slump, the unexplained frustration, the way your shoulders tense up even after a shower. That's a sign. Your bathroom might not be clearing your energy. It might be stealing it. Now think of this. Every flush, every steamy breath, every drip of water is a mini discharge of energy. Multiply that by days, weeks, months, and if the space can't breathe, neither can the energy. It recycles back into the room, into your routine, into your skin. And if your towel is hanging nearby, it absorbs that cycle. If your products are stacked without intention, if your mirror reflects clutter, if the air is thick and unmoving, you are essentially standing in a loop of exhaustion. And yes, you feel it, even if you don't have the words for it. Ever notice that you're more irritable in the morning? That you lose focus right after getting ready? That your mood drops for no reason after a trip to the bathroom? These are not coincidences. These are cues. Western homes often prioritize aesthetics, marble countertops, minimalist design, the latest fixtures, but overlook energetic hygiene. A bathroom can look pristine and still feel off, because it's not about design, it's about flow. When energy flows, you feel light, uplifted, clean, not just externally, but mentally. When it stalls, you drag through your day. The signs are subtle, mold that returns no matter how much you scrub, towels that smell even when clean. The air always a little damp, a little cold. These aren't just cleaning issues, they're energy issues. So how do you fix a leak you can't see? You start with space, clear the floors, keep items off the back of the toilet tank. Don't crowd the sink with bottles and jars. Let the room breathe. Add a fan if there's no window. Keep the door open when possible. Hang towels where light reaches. Choose breathable materials. Wash fabrics weekly. Use essential oils not just for scent, but to lift the room's vibration. Citrus for clarity, eucalyptus for cleansing. Place a small plant if light allows. If not, use natural elements like stone or wood to anchor energy. It's not about turning your bathroom into a spa. It's about restoring balance to a space that should be helping you reset, not silently draining your vitality. Every home has an energy ecosystem, and your bathroom is a crucial node in that system. If it's leaking energy, you'll feel it, emotionally, physically, even financially. You'll feel it in your relationships, in your sleep, in your clarity. You don't need to overhaul your entire house. You don't need to buy anything expensive, but you do need to become aware, to walk into your bathroom not just with a routine, but with intention. Ask yourself, is this space helping me release, or is it holding something back? Because if your bathroom is leaking energy, it's not just a room that's suffering, it's you. Part 3, Mirror and Towel, a bad reflection. Every morning you face the mirror. It's the first thing you see, your reflection staring back, wrapped in routine, half awake, maybe already stressed about the day ahead. But have you ever stopped to think what your mirror reflects when you're not looking? More importantly, what energy it's multiplying in your home without your permission? Because when you hang a towel near or across from a mirror, especially a damp, used towel, you're creating a silent echo chamber of stagnation, heaviness, and emotional buildup. This isn't woo-woo. This is energetic resonance, and if you live in a space where mirrors face the wrong things, you might be living inside a loop of low energy you didn't even know you built. Mirrors do more than show your face. They amplify. They double whatever stands before them, whether it's a beam of natural light or a crumpled towel drenched in yesterday's stress. So when you position your towel, especially one that's heavy with moisture and unwashed energy, within that mirror's line of sight, the mirror doesn't just reflect it. It replicates it, twice the stagnation, twice the emotional weight. And when you walk into that bathroom each day, what's the first thing you absorb? Not calm, not clarity, but the visual and energetic imprint of everything that towel holds. Let's get real. Your towel is not just a bathroom accessory. It's a daily tool that touches your skin after cleansing, after releasing dirt, sweat, and tension. When you leave it hanging without care, still damp in a shadowy corner or next to a mirror, you're not just neglecting hygiene. You're reinforcing an energetic message. That residue belongs here. That yesterday's mood, yesterday's tension, yesterday's chaos should stay. And the mirror, like an amplifier in an echo chamber, keeps that message bouncing around your space and eventually your body. Now picture this. You're getting ready for a stressful meeting already in your head. You glance at the mirror and unconsciously take in not just your reflection, but the limp towel hanging behind you. The color is dull. It smells faintly musty. It's been used for 4 days straight, And without realizing it, your mind registers that backdrop. The heaviness, the messiness, the fatigue. You start your day with a double dose of clutter, physical and energetic. This isn't just about design or aesthetics. It's about alignment. The mirror should reflect intention, clarity, movement, not trapped moisture and old energy. Think about what your mirror currently sees. Is it a clear, uncluttered space with light and flow? Or is it a jumble of products, damp fabrics, dim corners, and forgotten items? What we see repeatedly becomes part of our mental landscape. And what we don't consciously register still shapes how we feel. That towel might seem harmless, but when paired with a reflective surface, it becomes a feedback loop. A closed system of fatigue, frustration, and emotional stagnation. To change it, you don't need a new mirror or a new house. You need a shift in awareness. Move the towel out of the mirror's view. Better yet, dry it in a space with light and air. Choose colors that lift instead of drag, soft neutrals, light blue, clean white. Clean your mirror regularly, not just from smudges, but from energy. Don't let it reflect corners you've given up on. Let it reflect clarity, movement, life. You look at the mirror every day, but what if it's also been looking back, amplifying a message you never meant to send? Fix what it sees. Change what it reflects. Because sometimes the most powerful shift in your day doesn't come from what you do. It comes from what surrounds you the moment you start it. Part 4. Damp towels drain more than just water. You probably think of your towel as clean, comforting, something soft you wrap around yourself after a hot shower. But what if that towel, especially when left damp, is doing far more than drying your skin? What if it's actually draining you every single day in ways you can't fully see but definitely feel? Because the truth is, a damp towel doesn't just hold water. It holds energy, emotion, residue. And when it's left hanging, wet and forgotten, it becomes a silent thief of your clarity, your vitality, and your peace. Think about the last time you used your towel. You stepped out of the shower, maybe after a long day, hoping to rinse away the stress, the noise, the weight. And that towel caught it all, physically and energetically. The moisture from your body, the remnants of tension in your muscles, the emotional load that water helped release. But here's the thing, your towel didn't just take it away, it held onto it. And when you left it hanging in a dark corner over the door or next to the toilet, it became a trap. A sponge for everything you thought you'd let go of. The problem is, most people pick it up the next day and start again, wrapping themselves in yesterday's residue without even realizing it. Damp towels are quite literally breeding grounds. We know this in terms of bacteria, but it's also true energetically. They're moist, they're warm, they sit in stagnant air, perfect conditions for not just mold, but low vibration energy to cling and grow. It's no wonder you feel tired in the morning, even after 8 hours of sleep. Or that your mood dips after getting ready, or that the start of your day feels heavier than it should. Because every time you reach for that towel, you're not just drying off, you're absorbing what should have been released. Western bathrooms, especially in the US, often lack proper ventilation. No windows, small vents, sealed doors. That means anything damp stays damp longer. The towel never fully dries. And that moisture becomes a constant background hum of heaviness in your home. Over time, it builds. It affects your air quality, sure. But more importantly, it affects your energy quality, because you interact with it daily. And not just with your hands, your entire body touches it. Your face, your chest, your back, places where your emotional and physical tension gathers most. So that towel becomes a bridge between what you thought you cleared and what keeps finding its way back. There's also a psychological toll. Whether you realize it or not, seeing a damp towel every day drooping, darkened, still, sends a message to your subconscious. It says, I'm not fresh, I'm not moving forward, I'm still stuck here. And even if your conscious mind is focused on work, on family, on responsibilities, your nervous system picks up on that stagnant symbol. You start your day with it, and by evening you wonder why everything feels just a bit more difficult than it should be. Now think about the ripple effect. Maybe you're a parent. Your kids use the same towel every night after their bath, and it hangs unwashed, untouched by sun or air, collecting all the energy they've released. Kids are sensitive to this stuff. They don't always have the words, but they feel it. The restless sleep, the morning meltdowns, the unexplained tension. It could all trace back to something as simple and as overlooked as the towel they're wrapped in each night. And it's not just kids. Couples argue more in spaces where energy stagnates. Roommates clash over nothing in homes where release points, like bathrooms, aren't energetically cleared. You might light candles in the living room, you might declutter your kitchen, but if your towel is hanging there, damp and heavy, day after day, you're resetting nothing, you're recycling everything. The solution isn't complicated, but it does require intention. Wash your towels more often, every 3 uses minimum. Dry them fully, preferably in sunlight, which naturally clears both bacteria and energy. Don't just toss them behind the door or over the shower rod. Choose a place where air flows, where light reaches. Better yet, use more than 1 towel in rotation so nothing ever sits too long. And choose your towel colors wisely. Light tones, white, beige, soft blue, help reflect clarity. Dark tones trap energy. Also, stop using towels to hide things like clutter, dirty laundry, or an unfinished to-do list. Your towel shouldn't be a cover for chaos. It should be a cue for cleansing, and when you pick it up, it should feel like a fresh start, not like dragging yesterday into today. Your home speaks to you in whispers, and your towel might be one of its loudest messages. If it's always damp, always tired, always overlooked, then so will you be. If you shift it, wash it, dry it, hang it with care, you'll notice the change. In how your mornings feel, in how your energy flows, in how your space breathes. Because damp towels drain more than just water. They drain momentum, focus, ease, and when you stop treating them like background noise and start seeing them as the energetic tools they truly are, you get that power back. You reclaim your mornings, you reclaim your flow, you step into the day not carrying the past, but ready for what's next. Dry, clear, light, exactly how you deserve to feel. Part 5, moisture attracts more than mold. You already know that moisture breeds mold. That's science. But what most people don't realize is that moisture also attracts something far less visible and far more disturbing. It draws in energy, low, heavy, sticky energy, the kind that lingers in rooms long after you've cleaned them, the kind that makes your bathroom feel unsettling even when it looks spotless, and in some cases it pulls in something deeper, something spiritual, because where there's dampness, there's stagnation, and where energy doesn't move, it festers, it collects, and sometimes it invites. Bathrooms are one of the most overlooked energy zones in a home. They're full of exits, drains, vents, water lines, places where energy escapes. But when moisture is left sitting on walls, on mirrors, in towels, on tile, those exits start to clog, not physically, but energetically. That buildup doesn't just affect air quality. It starts to shift the emotional atmosphere of your space. You may not notice it at first, but over time the signs creep in. Uneasy sleep, mood swings, pets acting strange. That subtle tension when you walk into the room. And if you're the kind of person who's even remotely sensitive, you feel it. A pressure, a presence, a weight. Moisture, especially in dark or unventilated places, becomes a magnet for what many cultures refer to as spiritual residue. Not ghosts, not horror movie tropes, but the leftover emotional charge from arguments, illness, grief, whatever has passed through the space and wasn't fully cleared. And bathrooms, because of what we do in them, release, purge, cleanse, are natural collectors of that emotional runoff. Add moisture and the effect multiplies. The energy sticks, it thickens. And suddenly your bathroom isn't a reset zone, it's a holding tank for everything you thought you left behind. There's also a reason why so many spiritual traditions emphasize dry, clean spaces for rituals. Because moisture clouds intention. It blurs energetic lines. It makes it harder for light, clarity, and peace to settle in. If you've ever burned incense in a damp room, you know it. The smoke doesn't rise. It hovers, confused, circling low like it's looking for an exit. That's exactly what energy does when your bathroom is trapped in moisture. Now think about your towel. If it's always damp, hung in a corner with no light, no breeze, it becomes a focal point for that energetic stickiness. It absorbs more than just water. It absorbs everything that water carries. Exhaustion, frustration, the stress you tried to wash away. And if you never dry it properly, if you never wash it with intention, it becomes a long-term collector. A low-grade spiritual magnet. You might not see it, but you'll feel it. In the headaches that show up for no reason. In the tension that builds without explanation. In the sense that something's off, something you can't quite name. And this isn't about fear, it's about awareness, because the solution is simple. Let your bathroom breathe. Let your towels dry completely. Keep the space as dry as possible. Ventilate after every shower, even if it's just cracking the door or placing a small fan. Use materials that resist mold and allow for airflow. Place a bowl of salt in a hidden corner to help absorb moisture and energy. And most importantly, pay attention to how your body feels in that space, to what your gut says when you walk in, to the weight of the air. Because moisture does more than fog your mirror, it clouds your home's energy field. And the longer it sits, the more it invites. Mold might be the visible threat. But spiritual stagnation, that's the one that truly drains you. Don't let it settle. Dry the room, clear the air. Make your bathroom a place of movement, not a magnet for what you've worked so hard to release. Part 6. The hidden messages of towel colors. Most people choose their towels based on softness, price, or aesthetics. Maybe it matches the bathroom tile. Maybe it was on sale. But here's the thing no one ever tells you. The color of your towel isn't just a visual choice. It's an energetic message. Every time you use that towel, every time it hangs in your bathroom, it speaks to your space, to your mood, to your body. And if you've been feeling off lately, more tired, more anxious, more reactive, your towel might be saying more than you realize. Colors are energy. They vibrate. They influence how we feel, how we think, even how we behave. It's why hospital walls are painted soft blues. It's why fast food restaurants use bold reds and yellows. Your brain doesn't just see color, it absorbs it, processes it, reacts to it. So when you hang a towel in a space as energetically sensitive as your bathroom, that color becomes part of your daily imprint. It sets the tone. Literally. Let's start with gray. It looks clean, neutral, safe. But energetically, gray is heavy. It dampens clarity. It mutes emotion. When you wrap yourself in a gray towel each day, you're not just drying off. You're reinforcing a vibration of stillness, of emotional fog. Now that might sound great for calming a chaotic day, but over time, gray can drain. It doesn't uplift. It doesn't cleanse. It sits. It lingers. And for someone already feeling emotionally stuck or uninspired, it's like wrapping yourself in indecision. Then there's red. Bold, energizing, powerful, but also overwhelming. Red stimulates. It raises heart rate, increases alertness. In a bathroom, it can be jarring. A red towel near the mirror or sink doesn't calm you, it charges you. And while that might sound useful for morning wake-ups, it can also trigger agitation, impatience, and emotional volatility, especially when you're already under stress. Dark green, it's grounding, yes, but it's also dense. It pulls energy inward. In moderation, it can be healing, but in confined spaces like bathrooms, especially when paired with poor lighting or moisture, it turns into heaviness, emotional weight. The kind you carry with you all day, not knowing why your shoulders feel tight or your thoughts feel slow. So what does work? Light colors, soft neutrals, whites, creams, light blues, pale greens. These colors reflect light. They lift. They help energy move. They don't overpower, they support. A white towel, especially when kept clean and fresh, is like a reset button. It tells your body this is a space to release, not to absorb. A pale blue towel encourages calm, peace, steady breath. A soft green towel promotes gentle balance, renewal, ease. These aren't just colors, they're frequencies. And when they surround you in vulnerable moments, like stepping out of the shower, standing half-dressed in front of the mirror, they shape how safe, how grounded, how open you feel. It's not about being superstitious, it's about being intentional. Your environment already affects you. The towel is just one piece, but it's one you touch, feel, and see every single day. If you're working to cleanse your space, reset your energy, or simply feel better in your home, start here. Swap the gray for white. Replace the red with beige. Introduce a calming tone that makes you exhale instead of brace. Hang your towels in pairs, 2 light colors side by side, so they feel like harmony, not contrast. Because your bathroom shouldn't be a place of conflict. It shouldn't reflect chaos, aggression, or fatigue. It should be your soft place to land, your transition zone, the place where the weight of the day goes down the drain, not into your towel and certainly not into your nervous system. So the next time you go towel shopping, pause, ask, how do I want to feel when I wrap this around me? What kind of energy do I want this color to carry? Because you're not just buying fabric, you're choosing frequency. And when you make that choice with clarity, your towel becomes more than just a towel. It becomes a daily reminder of the life you're creating, soft, clean, clear, and deeply aligned with your peace. Final, you've walked through your bathroom 1,000 times. You've picked up the towel, looked into the mirror, flushed, washed, dried, on autopilot. But what if those simple routines have been shaping more than just your morning? What if every towel placement, every pocket of moisture, every color choice, and every overlooked corner has been speaking to the energy of your home and your life this entire time? Let's pull the thread together. A towel hung near the toilet traps not just moisture but movement. It creates energetic stagnation in a space meant for release. A mirror reflecting that towel doesn't just double the mess, it doubles the message. This space is holding onto what should have been let go. A damp towel left unchecked becomes a sponge for stress, for illness, for emotional weight you thought you'd already rinsed away. And the color of that towel, it sets the tone before your day even begins. Gray dulls, red agitates, green grounds but can suffocate, light tones lift, white resets. This isn't mysticism, this is energetic hygiene. As real, as practical, and as impactful as physical cleanliness. And the science is catching up. Environmental psychology proves what ancient practices have always known: what surrounds you shapes you. Space isn't passive, it reflects. It mirrors, it carries memory, it stores mood. And the bathroom, it's the room where we cleanse, but too often we forget to cleanse the space itself. Now you know, so don't rush to declutter your whole house. Start here. Start small, with the towel, with the mirror, with a shift from neglect to intention. Because when you change the message your home is whispering back to you, everything begins to feel lighter, clearer, easier. You don't need rituals or crystals or a full remodel. You need awareness. You need the courage to ask, what am I wrapping myself in every day? And is it helping me release or silently weighing me down? Your towel was never just a towel. Now it can be your turning point.